That's where we used to park, in that space there. Good morning. This used to be our parking space for when I come and visit this little location, but you're not allowed to park there anymore. Maybe it's something to do with the bus stop, but yeah, you can't park in that spot. But if you want to come to this location we're going to, see my van down on the road there? That's the place to park. And if you want to know, I'll drop a what 3 words for you, so you know exactly where to park to visit this little location. And this is going to be a tasty little location. I visited it once before, and I think I got some pretty good conditions, and I got some quite nice photographs. But I've seen a couple of friends recently, Mr. Julian and Mr. Chris, I think it was. They both came up here, and I saw some images that they come up here first thing in the morning, and it just reminded me of this place. And Miss Marta has not been here before, so it's always a goal and a challenge to try and take her to new places, and it's even more of a challenge to take me to new places. But we're heading up to Alport Castle. It's not a castle as in a traditional castle. I'm not going to spoil a surprise for Miss Marta, but we'll talk to you when we get up this extremely short, steep little hill that's looming in front of us. That warms you up, doesn't it? Straight out the van, another hill. Right, so once you come up this road, which is heading up to Hag Farm there, ignore the gate on your right hand side, which is that one, and head through this one, if I remember rightly, and head up the little cobble path. That's where we're going. It's been held together by a couple of bike tyres.
Wow, because it's just not...
It's not ergonometry, is it?
You got it?
I'm not going to lie, this is a right steep little one, this. So it's out the car, out the van, cross the road, cross the road, and straight uphill. Until we get back out in the open, it's just going to be a bit of a chore walking up here. But hey ho, no pain, no gain. So once you've made it up the good slope, we come to another gate and it starts to open up. It's not over yet, but it definitely opens up and it gets a bit easier. Pull it.
I know, I'm
reading the sign. Yep. That was a good timing. I was just talking about coming down in myself, but it's too far for me. This is too much of a...
Coming, so I don't mind waiting.
Is there a few more coming?
Yeah, there's just two.
I'd love to do this, but it looks serious. Right, so bikes out the way. Just talking to them lads on the bikes, and I was just saying to Marta how I would love to come round here and ride a bike down here, but this frightens the absolutely bejeebers out of me because it's all moving and loose, and where's the grip? So yeah, they just come scooting down, 3 of them, and that was it, gone. So maybe one day. Third gate, hang a left, just here, don't follow the path, I'm going to hang a left, and we should pick up some sort of like a stone path. And if you could only see in the distance, there's like mist creeping out the trees. You can't see it probably, the camera's too far off, but there's mist actually coming out the trees, which is wicked.
done. Yeah, come.
You're such a poser.
I'm done.
I am absolutely ringing. It is so warm, it's close. It's actually summertime and it's overcast. But yeah, when we come through that gate, instead of hanging that left, carry straight on up the path, it leads you to this same intersection. And when you get to this intersection, this is the one I think you've got to hang a left. Now I'm partly guessing because the path sort of disappears a little bit before it starts a proper path. So I'm hoping we're not going to get bogged out. But yeah, let's crack on and let's get to this place. But there are loads of trails here, so I think I'm going to come back another time and have a look in these woods and do something a bit different. But
have a look on all trails.
Yeah, all trails is the thing. We've actually got all trails, but I haven't used it yet. We paid for it as well. Why aren't I using it? This path then leads up to, I think, that stile up there, and you go over the stile and carry on up. But this might be a nice bike trail, this. Just maybe walk the difficult bits. But look at the view. There's your bit of fog you can see over there coming out the trees.
I want to have sex
We've
on
got
one of those.
almost like the Blitz of Clowning version in the distance. Got Lady Bow around the corner, Win Hill, some fantastic looking hills and mountains, not mountains, either, there's hills around here. And you can just about see Castleton, the chimney from the brickworks, so that must be Mamtour in front of us. Bomb. Bomb.
Come on, Compass, show us how it's done.
God, this is a wobbly one, isn't it? Half of it's missing. Half of it's missing. I think I need a new one of them. And right on key, we have to get our coats out and put our coats on because it's starting to rain.
Let's go.
Now on the High Peak estate, so we're up in the higher parts of the Peak District now, and it's a little bit sparse up here, and this location we're going to is a sparse location. There's not a lot up here apart from, well, ancient devastation. We're right up on the top now. You get a good view over that direction, all the way around over that direction as well, so it's like almost 360 degree turn. The barn, yeah, down there if you like your little barn photographs, there's a little tiny barn that's a real cracking photograph for a sunrise, and even now it's nice, it's pretty, but yeah, it's a nice little barn down there. But we're just about to pick up the stone path, so if you get to this stone path, you're going in the right direction. Out, I think it's so pretty down there, and the sun's just about to, there's a little patch of sun just about to go across it as well, so yeah, very nice. So I pushed it as long as I could before I put my waterproof trousers on, but it is raining good and proper now. I'm not bothered because I love the sound of the rain, I love being out in the rain, I love its wetness. I don't like taking photographs in it, but it does bring some amazing atmosphere with it, doesn't it? But we have got to don our waterproofs because it's going to be a long walk and we're going to get quite cold otherwise. So yeah, full waterproofs now. Let's see what happens. But up in front here, looking a bit interesting. Hopefully I can get a photograph of these Alport Castles because it's one of them places that I love the look of. It's got such a look about it, and in this atmosphere it could look pretty tasty. So she's just appeared up in front of us, Alport Castles, and now this is geologically a phenomenon, I think it is. It's a 1.5, no I could be wrong, a 1.5 mile landslide. So basically all the edge of the hillside has slipped away, and that's what caused this geological phenomenon. So when we get closer you'll see how the landslide's taken place. But from here, in this atmosphere, it looks pretty amazing, which is a bit too far away to get a decent photograph with the lens I've got. So we need to trudge forward. So it's slightly windy where we are at the moment. We've got right down now to where the interesting part starts. As you can see just down here behind us, this is all part of the landslide. So I think it's at 1.2, I think it's 1.5 mile landslide. So it starts sort of roughly around here, and then it goes all the way around this corner. So all this side of the hillside, just once upon a time ago, slipped away. Whether it's still moving or not, I don't know. But if it is, someone tell the farm at the bottom. But yeah, we're going to walk down, we're going to go down into it, go and have a good look at Alport Castle, which is a little mound that sticks up on its own. Pretty awesome. The last time I went right to the top of it. Can't promise you that today, not in these conditions, but we'll see. But yeah, it's cool. So we can now see Alport Castle up in front of us, just up there. She's looking pretty good, looming up in front. So we're going to make our way down over the rocky bit, bit of a scrambly type of walk, the next bit going down, but it should be alright. We're just going to make our way down this path down to the bottom down there, down that bit to the bottom.
For walking.
Here comes the rain again, it's coming over the hill. Making our way down now into the chasm, into the gap between the hillsides. So we've got a bit that side and we've got a bit that side. There is a little cave up there, isn't there? So let's keep moving down. But guess what? That sun didn't last very long. It's now starting to rain again. I can see it coming up in front of us. So we've got a problem. Yeah. Big problem. My microphone has died. I switch it on and it goes straight back off again. So I've got no microphone. So the rest of the video could be just rubbish, and all the video up there could have been rubbish, because I know the internal microphone on there isn't very good. Oh well, let's crack on anyway. Try and shield the camera or the Osmo from the wind a little bit with my hand, see if the microphone's going to pick me up. But there's a cracking photograph in front of us. Basically we've got the wall, the leading line of the wall taking you in, and then Alport Castle sitting in the front of it, and you've got some wispy clouds. I just want to stop that drizzle that's coming towards me so I can get the camera out in time to take a photograph, and maybe a little bit of light. If the sun was to come out like it did before and just catch Alport Castle, she'd look amazing, she'd really stand out in front. But it's very 3D looking at it now because it's standing out from the background because of the trees. But yeah, we'll take a photograph from here. I'm not going to get a tripod out because there's no need at the moment. Handheld seems to be the future. A lot less use of the tripod these days. In this position I'm in at the moment, I'm getting a really nice leading line from the wall down in the bottom of the little valley here, taking you down in towards the castle. And then on my right hand side I've got this big sheer rock face, which is obviously where land has come away from it. And it looks pretty cool. I'm not getting the light that I was hoping I was going to get back up there. I managed to just get a nice photograph. There is a little bit of contrasty side light to it a little bit. It's got highlights on it, which is quite nice, but I do like those little wispy fairy clouds in the background. There's some just around the corner, but they're just not quite coming this direction yet. Microphone's not working because you won't be able to hear me. But what I do is I'd sometimes, without using my tripod, if it's a bit windy, I'll use my stick, wedge it in and tuck it into the bottom of my belly, and it acts as a bit of a tripod myself, so I stabilise myself. Seems to work alright. Stops me tipping forwards. Still at the castle, we're still at Alport Castle, and I'm still trying to shield this microphone from the wind. You know, we just had a real big massive rainstorm come through, so we've sort of just took shelter for a little bit. It's dried up again now, it's stopped a little bit, but I don't know if I'm going to get any better photographs than what I got back up on the hill up there. So I think what we're going to do, I'll take a quick one here as I'm stood here and it's sort of looming up into the sky, and then we're going to make our way down around. We're going to walk past it and then we're going to go down into the valley. So come right down the bottom now, we're down underneath the big mound, and you can see there, look how big and looming that is up above us. And I've actually been right up there and stood, not on this first lumpy rock, but the one just behind it. And it's a fair old walk up there, and you need to be confident with the boots and that, because there's a couple of little overhangs you have to step over. And like I say, last time I went up there, I wasn't keen on doing it, but I went up there. I enjoyed it when I did. Oh, there's a plane, look at that. You can't see it on here, but there's a plane flying over in the bright blue sky. See an aeroplane really lit up. Doesn't actually look real, to be honest. It doesn't look real at all. Literally just walked all the way round the base of Alport Castle there. What a treacherous little climb and ramble that was. Didn't feel many of it because it was just too dangerous. I had to concentrate on every single footstep, and the rain is just about to come and get us again. We were just about to strip off our clothes because the sun's been out for the last 10 or 15 minutes, but now the rain's coming in again, so we're going to head off up past this fantastic looking tree, which I've just taken a photograph of. Look at that for a lovely tree. So just taking a photograph of that with the sheep in it. We're going to head off down. Once we get safe further down, then maybe I'll switch it back on again and say cheerio. There might be something to take on the way down, but if there's no photographs, there's no photographs. It doesn't matter. I've already got one or two. Right, we've got to head that direction. We're going to make our way across here now, get onto that where the fence is. We go over the fence just there, and there's a trail that runs all the way down into the valley. It goes all the way down the valley, across the field at some point, and on that pathway, and it's several miles all the way back round. But it's going to be fun. We got a mouthful of snacks. She's having a mouthful of nuts and raisins and cranberries. We're just looking up the valley. Look how pretty that is up the valley. But Alport Castle there doesn't look as impressive, does it? But that is amazing. So we're going to make our way down now. We're over on the path. It should be quite a simple walk back now. Like I say, I don't think I'll be taking any more photographs. If I do get anything, I'll pop it up on the end. But yeah, I'm going to check out now, because obviously without the mic working and everything, the volume's probably been absolutely rubbish. So we're going to say thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Maybe give us that thumbs up. And if you enjoyed this little adventure, it's well worth subscribing for and clicking on the notification bell so you get another notification for the next one. Until then,
Ciao for now.
Ciao for now. Bye bye. So I thought I'd just switch you on just for the last little bit. It was Methodist, wasn't it? We just met, was it Julie from the Methodist Church? She's a priest. We've just seen loads of cars coming down this lane, and it's normally derelict and empty. Apparently, when back in the days they were anti-churches and stuff like that, there's a little barn down here, and they gather once a year to have a bit of a ceremony and a bit of a sermon, and there's fruitcake and water down there. So me and Marta are going to go and get ourselves a bit of fruitcake and some water and a bit of a listen to a bit of the ceremony. But this was a secret thing, because obviously if people knew about it back in the day, they'd come and stop them. So yeah, a little tradition that's been going for a long time, and we've just been invited down. So that's our rest stop for the 5 minutes.
Julie.
That's our rest stop for a few minutes, and yeah, whew, cake.